Alright, update on Luna Classic. I'm going to keep this pretty quick because it seems fairly obvious what is going on at this moment in time. Luna Classic has not been trading, at least under this ticker symbol, for a prolonged period in time. So at least looking at what we've got running over on Binance here, you can see we have so far 3 bunny hills. Now, if you're new to the channel and you haven't heard of this terminology before, bunny hills refer to when the squeeze momentum indicator, which is our momentum indicator of choice. A lot of people use the MACD. On this channel, we like to use the squeeze bomb. You can see on the 4-hourly time frame, you have these little runs to the upside, and these always correlate to rounding tops that get rejected from the 4-hourly EMA. So you can see bunny hill correlating to the bunny hill up here, and then moving over to the next market structure where we went sideways for a while, gained a tiny bit of bullish momentum, trying to push us above this 618 fib, got pushed down from the 618, and we pushed up very recently. We're on another bunny hill right now, and as you can see, another rounding top, or another, somewhat micro. This looks like an M pattern, to be honest, but nonetheless, line of best fit would definitely be a rounding top. Nonetheless, once again, you can see we are Ming down right now. We have just run into the 13-day moving average. This is this blue line on top of the EMA ribbons. If I remove the EMAs, you can basically see, the 13 EMA is probably my favorite short-term moving average, simply because when you're beneath it and you come up to it and get rejected, you almost always know that you're getting ready for a harsh move back down to the downside. So let's see how this pans out. We've just been rejected from the 618. In my opinion, as we've already come down to the 786, and it does seem like, we are going to these higher levels, we're back testing, the 0.5 fib, moving up to the 236, then moving down to the 618, then getting rejected from the 0.5, then coming down to the 786, rejection from the 0.5, making a somewhat more macro M pattern over on this chart here, and then, once again, coming up to 0.5, breaking down to the 786. Now we're getting rejected from the 13 EMA. Every single time we start coming down, it seems like we're getting lower lows. This entire market structure just looks very, very M-y to me. I can just spot so many M's. Like, you've got a big M pattern here. This M pattern is coming into another M pattern, which is coming into another M pattern, which is coming into another M pattern, which is coming into another one. And you can also see this is also an M pattern. This is kind of just a rounding top before we fall down to hell. And once again, what do you know? You zoom into the market structure, we've come up to the 13 EMA, got rejected, come up to the 618, got rejected, and we are now emming down to the downside. So, technically speaking, if this was any other cryptocurrency, then I would say, this has a chance of holding the 786 Fibonacci, but this cryptocurrency is not going to make it, in my opinion. Once again, if you're new to the channel, first of all, warm welcomes. On this channel, we operate a no BS, a no hype policy, and I can very happily tell you this cryptocurrency is going to zero. I'm not going to shill this cryptocurrency and act like it's going to go to the moon like other people. The fact is, zoom out, this is going to zero. Dogelon's probably going to prison, and with that being said, we are now breaking down from the 618. The next level to keep your eyes on would be coming down and taking out the lows. If we do take out the lows, you can literally see this come down another 79%, and once again, that might seem absolutely insane to say, but remember, this has already dropped 99.999%. Another 80% or so is really not too much to ask for. So be super cautious with this. Bitcoin is very, very choppy right now. A lot of people are getting bullish while we're pumping up to this price. I would like to highlight what people are getting bullish for right now is, what people were getting bearish for literally on the 17th of June, 3 days ago. So the markets change very, very quickly. I think this is a dead cat bounce. We're getting trapped in the EMA ribbons on Bitcoin, and subsequently Luna Classic. This is going to zero in the next market cycle, I can tell you that. But nonetheless, the next major breakdown would be down here to the 1.618 at 1226, and the first level that you would keep your eyes on is these lows down here. Basically, if you capitulate below these lows, the move all the way down would be another 70%. So let's take it one step at a time. The next level to the downside here would be down to 4127, and I would personally be looking to actually short this once we take out the low, because this is basically price discovery. If we invert the scale, you can very much see this was the previous all-time high on the inverse chart. So as soon as we start taking out that all-time high, back testing it, that next move up would be very, very beautiful to short. So pack your bags, but make sure they are packed to short. That is all I've got for Luna. As always, not financial advice. Cowboy out. Peace.